Okay, tell me when in. Aha. No, go ahead. Stop. Okay. All right. Are you still here? Tell me when you can hear me. Tell me when I'm audible. I'm audible. Fuck's sake, that still looks blurry as hell. That looks blurry. I don't want it to look blurry. I would like it to not look blurry. What's going on? Oh, hi there. I wanted to show you something real quick. This is what I was playing against Starshine, and I should have won because you do this, Night Sacrifice, and no matter what you do, you're just instantly losing. It's really terrible. Alright, let's close all these. There. I'll tell you all my... Whoops. I'll tell you all my cool stories. Well, I could, but I think I'm going to be stuck with Phoenix Wright and following that. I might. That might be a little hard. These stories need to be told with dramatic flair. With dramatic flair. So once upon a time, in the magical land of Equestria, I'll just have these playing. No, I can just sit here and tell you. I can do that. I can do that, right? So, senior year, I get on the speech team because I was in speech class, which is what you take if you don't have any electives that you want. I took psychology and I took speech. Nothing else was open. And they wanted me on the team after I turned in some papers. So, the first thing that I did was radio, which 5-minute scripted essays. Won a lot of trophies for those, very successful. The second thing I did was debate, because one of the members, one of the more learned members who are more experienced, wanted to take me around to do a debate, because normally you have to do multiple events, and the easiest one to do is a debate, because basically all these were different types of essays. Either you did a reading from a book, or you did like a performance piece, or you read a poem. And the easiest thing just to do was to do a debate. So her and I did some debates, and they were not great. And I knew I couldn't keep debating with her because I thought we lost every debate, and she thought we did well with every debate. And we lost every debate. So that was never gonna go. But there was someone who sat with me in speech class and who wound up joining the team when I did because he thought it would be a lark, he thought it'd be a grand old time. And his name was Andy. And Andy was a terrible human being. He wanted to fuck with people, and he took great pleasure in it. And he was good at it. This was a man who could say anything and have just no muscles twitch in his face, no smile, eyes half-lidded, just blank stare. Even while everyone's laughing around him. And normally, it was good-natured stuff. He'd write bills for student congress that were seemingly on the face of it innocent, but then would have things in it that were so outlandish and weird that no one could get through any of his bills without laughing. And he wanted to do a debate with me. One day he was just, because he didn't really want to do anything, he was just there for the laughs. And because we were both in speech class together. He just, you know, we were friends. One day, he goes, I want to do debate. We'll do debate at the Loganville Pentathlon. They're holding it here at school. We'll do a bunch of events. We'll have a great time. We don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to wake up early. We just have to show up at the school. It'll be a grand, fantastic time. And it was a fantastic time, kind of. Because we got snowed in, more or less. Or a lot of people did, because not many schools showed up. And they weren't sending their best, these schools, apparently. I remember one debate we had. It was, we should pull out of Iraq. We were pro, and they were neg. And even though you don't get to really choose sides, you do have, like, some say in what you wind up debating. So I'm unclear on why they picked this topic when they clearly didn't know what to do. Because at one point, the guy's there and he says, we can't pull out of Iraq until terrorism has been eliminated. And I remember this so starkly because it's the only question I ever asked in a debate. I stood up and I said, would you please mind taking a question? And he said, okay. And I'm like, do you mean terrorists or some kind of terrorist cells or what do you mean? He's like, no, terrorism has to stop existing, conceptually. He didn't seem to understand the problem with that. I looked embarrassed. I was embarrassed. It was terrible. And, yeah, it is retarded. But there's some times when I was retarded. I remember the week after, Kim Jong-il died. And Kim Jong-un was the leader of North Korea, the new leader. And there were some topics about it. Because how public debate goes is the idea is you don't present evidence, you just present arguments, and all the topics are drawn from current topics, so that anyone could walk in the room and follow what's going on. What winds up happening is two teams walk into a room. You have a list of 3 topics, a policy, a value, and then either a policy or a value proposition. You flip a coin to decide who's going to argue for a proposition, who's going to argue against it. AF strikes one topic, and the negation strikes one topic out of the remaining 2. So the neg gets to decide out of the 2 remaining which ones they're going to debate. And somehow we wound up with we should wait to negotiate with the new leader of North Korea. And just how we fumbled around it, because it became just evidently clear, like 2 minutes into the debate, neither team knew what the fucker's name was. We just didn't know. And it was, you could see like the sly smile on the judge's face. Oh my god. Because he could tell. Because the way we were dancing around it. And the other team kind of like slipped up and almost just blanked out on the name, and they were like gonna say the name, but it was close. Oh no. But we did make it to finals our first time debating. We did great. One of the judges came up afterward and was like congratulating me, like, oh my god, you did great. Your speech, it got me so fired up, so passionate, it was so wonderful. Judges aren't supposed to do that. So it had me like feeling so great. I was so happy. But I was also fuming because during the debate, Andy did the most retarded thing in the history of retarded things, which is we had a proposition, the media has too much power. And I made my case. I do the constructive side, meaning I make the speeches that persuade people of the case of our cases, and he does the rebuttals, meaning he handles, well, just refuting the opponent's contentions. And at one point they asked him a question. Doesn't the existence of libel and slander disprove your entire case about the media having too much power? And I swear to God, the motherfucker sits there, and he just sounds kind of, like, eh. And he goes, well, maybe, but I don't know what those are, so who knows? And I'm just like, saying nothing would have been preferable. Just saying no without explaining it would have been preferable. We did not win that debate. There was not a judge on fucking earth who was going to let Mr. Dispassionate, I don't fucking know what you're even talking about, win a $5,000 scholarship. No matter how much they loved me, and they loved me. I was the strongest speaker. I got the best numbers. They thought I was fucking amazing. Did not share for Andy. But that was not the maddest I ever got at this man. Oh no. Sit down and let me take you on a journey. A journey to Retard Land. So, I mentioned Andy does Student Congress, which he liked very much, because it was a way for him to be sort of outlandish in a way that flies under the radar and that everyone would appreciate, because Student Congress is boring. You write bills, you give a 5-minute speech defending your bill, someone from your school has to present a bill, usually everyone from the school presents a bill, because it's 2 representatives per Congress, usually. And then people go back and forth, half-neg speeches. They get to pick 2 minutes until there's been enough debate, and then the student moderator, the parliamentarian, says, okay, he does all the procedural stuff, and he decides when there's been enough debate, been enough speeches, stuff like that. And Andy liked to write these weird bills that everyone could enjoy. Like, he'd write a bill about killing criminals to save money, but then he'd, like, include things about them being knocked out with horse tranquilizer, cremated, and then start a program where you use the ashes to start a new prison garden. Like, shit that was genuinely amusing. And it was amusing. But there was one time when he went a little too far to try and impress me. Because I would never give any speeches in support of his bills, and so they would never pass. And he was like, you are good at this. I want you to get one of my bills passed. I just want one. They're so dumb. They're so ridiculous. I want them to happen. I need this to happen. And I'm like, you need to make some effort. At least make it plausible. Give me something. Something to latch on to, at least. And so he did make an attempt. He, instead of coming up with a very violent and over-the-top corporal punishment bill, or establishing a battle royale between kindergartners, what he did was wrote a bill saying that 3 copies of Mein Kampf must exist in each and every school. And that's at least something I can work with, even though it sounds terrible. There are arguments to be made, and I'm happy to make them, ish. And you could tell the guy was having, you know, a ball. He was a provocateur. He was reading, he got to read Mein Kampf at school, and read the funniest quotes and laugh along with me, because I have a terrible sense of humor as well. And, you know, I think he's gone on top of it. He's never had trouble delivering any speeches. Everyone's always had a good time. They're only 5 minutes long, for fuck's sake. Well, he gets up there, and he starts talking, and he's bringing up all the points that I reminded of him. I told him to talk about how, you know, the mindset of Hitler and how societies can trend that way, the censorship of Mein Kampf, and how it catapulted Hitler to power in a lot of ways. So, right, he's hammering home all of these points, right? He's hammering them home. And then he freezes. It's about 2 minutes into his speech. And there's just a brief flicker of something that crosses his face, and I don't know what it is at the time, because the guy never shows any emotion on his face at all, like I said. He sounds like he's just reading a newspaper, only every newspaper is filled with stories that no one wants to read. Just couldn't put even a drop of enthusiasm in his voice or in his face. Eyes permanently half-lidded, mouth stretched in, like, not even a grimace, but just a neutral look. But he tells me later that he didn't prepare, and he got 2 minutes in, and he had nothing left. So instead of yielding his time, which would undoubtedly be frowned upon, but still doable, or even just waffling around for another minute, which would have been worse unless he was good at bullshitting, which he wasn't as good as I am, but it would have been something. It would have gotten him some time. He decided to do literally the only thing that was wrong. He put those quotes from Mein Kampf to good use and started this deadpan, somber, 3-minute long, anti-Semitic rant, just stuffed with direct quotes from Hitler to the page about how, like, the devil takes the form of the Jew and how he needed to do God's work in eradicating them. And it's like the world stops. It's one of those moments where it's like out of, like, TV. Because normally you have people from the same school, they sit next to each other, those lots of scratchings on paper as people note down points or write ideas. But it takes maybe about 30 seconds before the room to be completely and totally quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Because this isn't someone being over the top where you can be like, okay, he's playing a character. Okay, this isn't in earnest. No, people thought they were genuinely in the presence of a young Hitler youth motherfucker. So the parliamentarian, who's been the parliamentarian all year, I've been to student congress like 3 times, and he's met us, and he knows us, and he knows our team. He's just like in amazement. He looks, and he just stares down at his lectern for once at a loss for words. And he just kind of mumbles out, I have family that were in the Holocaust, and I just don't think that's appropriate. And I'm just looking at this motherfucker. I'm looking at him. And I'm not angry. I'm just so very, very confused and annoyed. Because now there's no way I'm giving a speech on this fucking bill. But he made me promise, so I'm going to have to anyway. But, like, I'm wondering in my head how much of a dick I am if I just tell him to go fuck himself. And oh, everyone's eyes are on him. Because they're like 2 separate, like, tables, long tables, separated by like a column in the middle, and he sits at the very back, very, very back, in the middle on the left. So he passes literally everyone. He can see everyone's eyes on him as he just goes to the back of the class like nothing's wrong. Like he didn't just do the most horrible thing everyone's ever done in that room. Like everyone's eyes are on this man. And it's only when the parliamentarian starts speaking and you know, eking out a, oh, I don't think that's appropriate, that people kind of look forward to the front of the room, to the lectern, to the board. It's still silent, mostly, except for him speaking, but now he's kind of got the class's attention. Except, from the back of the room, only just loud enough to hear, you hear Andy go, "Cool story, bro." And it was like the fucking Children of the Corn. Just in unison, everyone turns in horror and in shock at this motherfucker. And I'm just like, no. No, 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 no. You didn't. So he gets pulled out of student congress, or I think there's a break or something. And I do have to wind up doing some speeches for some bills, and I did promise, so I go, well, this bill is terrible and horrible and utterly wrong, but, or sorry, the person who presented it, but the bill itself has some merit, and I made, like, some arguments, and not a single person voted in favor for it. Not even I could vote in favor of it. Oh, the cringe. The cringe was so strong. And, of course, there was a teacher in there, or a student judge or something. Because someone has to judge the parliamentarian as well and how he keeps with procedure. But, the stupidest fucking thing is that judge winds up cornering me outside when we let out for our second break. And he starts going like, oh, that's not appropriate, and you shouldn't have done that, and I have actual relatives who are in the Holocaust. And if I had a bigger presence of mind, I would have said, this is not appropriate. I'm gonna forget this happened. But you better not do this to another student. You're not allowed. You are straight up not allowed to confront them over what bills they support. You can't do that. That is... Whoever taught you that you could do that needs to get another job. Unfortunately, I wasn't saying anything, because out from the other House of Student Congress, apparently he'd been moved to the other house and presented the bill for our team captain, so that people at least, you know, wouldn't be aware of his shenanigans, is Andy, and everyone can hear that I'm getting chewed out for supporting his bill, while he's approaching from behind, laughing his fucking ass off, because I didn't do anything wrong, and he did, and I'm getting the ass reaming of my life. Before I finally look the guy in the eye, and I go, that's inappropriate, excuse me. And I just leave. I don't think I got good judgments for that, but I didn't really bother to look. Because the speech coach, she is a sweetheart. She was like, if you even dare. Oh my god. She said, well, I will kick you the fuck out. Well, I mean, with less fucks. But I was good. I was good at what I did, so she didn't, you know, harp on me so much. Because I didn't do anything inappropriate. But, I did my radio, though. We didn't win any awards for debate. We almost did. We got very far many times, but, I always had my love for radio, and a radio was a 5-minute, like, scripted speech about current events. Like, think of NPR. But there weren't a whole lot of rules covering radio, and no one really cared about radio. So I kind of made it into, like, this fast-talking, zero-punctuation-esque, half-comedy piece about whatever I could think of would be relevant enough. And it was the time of my life. Because, no one liked watching radio, but if you went to a speech and debate event, you had to do more than one thing, for starters, and also your coach made you watch things so that people would deliver their speeches to rooms that weren't empty, at least when it came to finals and semifinals. That's just what was done. And I remember my first final, and when it comes to radio, the judges are only supposed to hear your voice, so they sit in the front of the room, you sit in the back of the room along with all the other contestants, and you read. Now, I don't know who the fuck came out with this idea, but they did it absolutely reverse. They had a typical classroom. 5 judges are sitting instead of 1 judge for all the first 3 rounds, because I made it to finals. Top 6. 3 rounds, 5 people in each round, only 6 people make it to the top 6. Out of, you know, a couple hundred or so, depending. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what's going on? Because there's this big fucking Dr. Evil chair sat backwards, where, like, you'd be looking at the board while everyone from the audience and the judges staring at the chair while you can't see them delivering your radio. Oh. It was like the complete opposite way to do anything. I don't know how. Or why? Why? But, you know, people, you know, go. And there are a couple good entries, you know, fairly informative. They're high schoolers, though. You don't have, like, great delivery. Some people stutter. It's a little bit awkward. And I'm the last one to go. I'm the last of the 6. And I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous because I was the kind to show up with the big glasses and the bow tie and to put a picture of Vinyl Scratch in the background and be animated and be completely, totally, like, it was something I practiced for weeks, speaking that fast and enunciating and writing all the jokes and altering things just so. But I was worried, you know. I was worried that they wouldn't like it. I was worried they wouldn't take to it. And, but I started. I was so nervous in that chair, and I started. And the room was dead quiet. There's like 30 people in there. The room was dead quiet. I start reading. And, well, all of a sudden people start laughing. And I drop one of my papers. It must look like I threw it, because of how, like, nervous I was. And I keep going, because I've fucking memorized it, delivery and all at this point. Lean down and pick it up without skipping a beat. And by the time I'm up in my chair, I'm realizing there's not just a couple people laughing. Everybody is laughing. Laughing so hard that I'm not sure how they can even hear me. And I keep going, and I keep going, and I can't stop. And 5 minutes on the dot, speech is over. I do my sign out tag, and just the room fucking erupts in this cacophony of cheers and clapping, and as everyone like rushes me out the door, doing everything shy of picking me up and carrying them on my back, because they're like, holy fuck, that was amazing, that was awesome, that was the coolest shit ever. You should be on radio. And I got like perfect 5s from the judges. Man, I wish I would have gone to speech and debate earlier, because fuck me. That is a fulfilling experience right there, even if you are not a competitive person. Oh, it's great, and I got the trophy and everything. I still have the picture. I mean, it's like almost like a suit. I mean, I don't look great, but, you know. It's on Facebook somewhere. It's under my old speech captain's profile. I looked it up one time or two. I don't think I have it saved. But, it's so dull. It is so dull to listen to people try and do NPR radio, the middle school play edition. And then, I guess, I just wrote stuff that I wanted to hear, if I were there. Just animated and well-practiced, with great delivery, and just where it's absolutely clear that every word, every syllable has to be precise. And you have to do 5 minutes on the dot. 1 second over, 1 second under, and you're fucked. Because it's supposed to, like, try and mimic radio, where you have to be precise. Only I didn't, like, edit out lines for convenience. No, that's for pussies. I went all the way. And it paid off a lot. I'm happy. And I was really happy with it. Present some profiles. Now. I mean, those are mostly all of my debate stories. It was just a happy time. Because, I mean, I'm not usually too, like, happy and full of myself, but it was, like, something I was really talented at. And everyone's like, oh, you're talented at it. We wish you would have joined earlier years. I went to state. It just made me happy. But I mean, I'm happy to have things like that as a hobby, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It was great while it lasted, and I'll keep the memories forever. But I think I'm fine just, like, taking those skills with me and using it to argue with idiots on the internet. Or to greater enjoy other people arguing with idiots on the internet. I'm good with cooking. Sorry if I get a little too much. I'm just kind of going because I'm trying. Because I have no idea what even is going on. I was following along fairly well, and now I guess I had tied my thoughts about what was even going on to this fucking case. I guess the things I was saying, and then when I lost my train of thought, everything just emptied out of my mind. No. I must sound like the biggest asshole. Kind of bragging about it, but I was just kind of going. I don't have too many things I'm proud of. But, let's see, what are we doing in this fucking game? Now I have to, like, switch gears here. I have to try to sound, like, less of an asshole. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best now to not be an asshole in an entirely different way. I'm doing my best. No, I could have done, like, I could have done radio or YouTube or something like that. Does anyone really want to? You know what I mean? It seems like the kind of job that either goes really well or does not. I guess. I wasn't too much an asshole, was I? Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Where? Uff. I will try. That silence is very conspicuous. Well, if I was, I apologize. Even if you're too polite to say so. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Ah! No, I meant an asshole, like, by bragging about all my speech stuff. I got a little caught up in my stories. Oh no, I am happy to wear the label of asshole when it comes to assholes. I just don't have any tolerance for it. Okay. Ah. Yeah, it's somewhere in Oregon along with, my trophy's somewhere in Oregon along with all the other 2 or 3 trophies, I think. And my guitar, and... my shitty $50 guitar. It is not worth getting. If it even exists anymore and hasn't just been thrown out. I just don't want to go up there. Because then I have to deal with the whole tranny thing with my folks. And I'm sure they know because my mom's a busy gossip. But I don't want to deal with it. And we didn't exactly part on good terms, as you're well aware. But anyway, it is 11:11 right now, and I have cooked lunch in advance for Alexander because I knew I would be streaming or doing something with you. But I should probably cook him up some hot dogs for breakfast really quick. Well, to bring me stuff? Like, they're 5 hours away in Grants Pass. I'm in Reno. But, I'd have to reach out to them, and I don't have a working phone, and I've moved phones around so much I don't have anyone's number, I don't have anything. I've asked my mom. I had her email. I have her email. Or, like, to send along a message or two to some people, but it's... no message has ever gotten to me. My messages haven't got to anybody. I feel as though it's kinda... you know... if they wanted me a part of their life, they would make the effort. Anyway, be right back. tried it and it's Alright, good. Extra chives. Chives. Indeed, they are. Barbers. Your hot dogs and
Oh. Did that work?
literally. Told you twice already. Thought we'd switch it up with some hot dogs instead of eggs. Alright. Back. Okay. Alright, I'm here. Huh. That's cool. Oh, she is ghost in a shell. That's cool. They are pretty cool. Alright. How's it smell? I'm sorry, I just had like the strongest whiff of like burnt something. Made me lightheaded. Just the fringes of the bun got burnt. Ugh. Oh, goodness gracious. Ugh. You there? Ugh. I will try my best. Oh. That is a terrible scent. No. No. Oh, okay. That seems like something the police should have done, but not like they're competent in any of the other games. Hmm? Oh. Okay. That tells us everything we already knew, that the faker is literally the murderer, which is fine. What's this stuff? Damn. Okay, I think that's everything, isn't it? What if I present this? Alright. This is fine. And dumb. I talked to Andy not too long ago. I was still living with Astra, but I had him on Skype, but he deleted me, I think. Like anyone uses Skype. So, he didn't have any of his old papers. He works as a diamond jewel salesman now. So I guess he put those skills to good use.
And did you remember to fix the pancakes for Sean?
Oh, fuck.
Ah, don't worry about it. I'll understand.
That was today?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, there's literally 0 time.
Yeah, I know it's not possible at this point. Don't worry about it.
No, I apologize.
Huh?
Apologize, that's my bad. Also, I wasn't going to do it because I'm pretty sure we're almost out of pancake mix.
So are we? Well then, I'll grab some or won't be the same kind of pancakes, but he probably wants regular pancakes anyways, not our weird pancakes.
Well, don't... Wait, did he want those just today or some other time?
He just wants pancakes because his wife won't fix pancakes for him.
How about we, like... Ask him if he wants waffles instead. I thought we were gonna get a cheap waffle maker and make some, like, high-quality, low-carb protein waffles.
I think he just wants regular pancakes on the pancakes.
Well, maybe he didn't know it was possible to get an upgrade.
Alright, well I'll ask him.
Just
But
say...
I can't really get the buff line in this paper.
Well, yes, that is fine.
Get ready to go now.
Okay, just mention to him that we were out of the pancake mix. Which is great, because I didn't make you pancakes. I thought you might want to try some of that sauerkraut and on the hot dog, and we're almost out of pancake mix. Just tell him that we're out of the mix, because we might as well be. But that we can make some tomorrow, for starters. And for doubles, ask him if he'd be interested in waffles, because we're definitely making some protein waffles in the future. Because we're switching from pancakes. They will be healthier and more delicious waffles. Okay, nothing. Damn it! Okay, he doesn't know anything. This is fine. Trey Beyond. Venom Square. Nothing's here. Nothing's anywhere. Did we not get everything? If you want to look it up to see if we got everything, or I could do it. You go ahead and pick. I think I've presented everything. Oh. Oh, it just didn't populate in time that we'd already done all of those. I thought we did. I thought we did. Alright, we presented everything to her. What about the lottery ticket? Okay, no. This is fine. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. I'm good at this. What are we gonna do? Investigation 2. Okay, I think I know what we need to do. It's always presenting the goddamn profiles. Oh, of course. Dum 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 dum. Alright, we probably can't do that for now. Alright, we did everything there. Alright, we did Gumshoe Cyclock. We got the evidence. We went to blue screens. We got both the evidence at blue screens. Got the Cyclock. Alright, now we need to move to the kitchen. Present. Hmm. Okay. Ah. I wonder if they do too. Oh, good lord. Alright. So it seems as though... Oh? One second. Okay. Your funeral.
What funeral?
If you're late. Huh?
I mean, thank you. Where?
No, it's fine. I'm just making a dumb remark. I do that.
Oh, okay. Doesn't look like a thin layer of hummus, but it should still work. Pushing out the sides of the sandwich there. Where's the hot dog you mentioned?
I told you I left it in the toaster oven.
Okay,
I
thank
thought
you.
you would eat it before.
Oh, holy shit.
What?
What happened to the bun?
Put it on an uncooked one. Something's wrong with it. Part of it got burnt. I don't know why. It was only at 200 degrees. Toaster oven burns all the bread I put in there, no matter what I put on it. Shitty toaster oven.
Well, maybe we need to replace that first and foremost.
You know, that's... Not an unreasonable idea, but I'd rather just not use the toaster oven, come to think of it. Could just use like a pan. Anyway, have a good day at work.
Love you tons, and I'll see you when I get home.
You too. See you then.
And don't forget to make yourself some katsu too.
I already did.
Good girl.
Thank you. Alright. Where are we moving? No, the wrong way. Wrong way. We have moved the wrong direction. Alexander is learning for the banter. He is learning the banter, but not particularly quickly, I suppose. Alright, so we need to come here. Oh. Do not touch the desk. Well. Goodness gracious. You're incorrigible. What do we got? Come on, piece of paper. Well, I can't. Aww. Maybe that's so. Goodness gracious. What about the boombox? Okay, thank you. Goodness. Okay. Oh. Now isn't that interesting? What else we got? This over here? Hey! Jesus Christ, what a weirdo. How the fuck? Oh. Nope. Goodness. Ah. Well, I guess we should talk to her. No. What a goofball. I guess, well, we present... Oh. What a fucking weirdo. Oh, Jesus. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of her. Oh. Hey. All right. Jesus. What a fucking weird. Whoa. What the fuck? And this was not relevant because... Yes. Alright, it makes sense that they're both in this together. Why does he have a nay? I think that's nay on his shirt. Pretty sure? 99% sure. Alright, to the kitchen. No. Rob's. Where else haven't we gone? That's a good idea. Hey. Okay, sure. Those are actual conundrums. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'll go back to the old man. Oh, right. I have something for you. That's true. That's just sad. What's going on? Oh, there's no one in here. Can I give her more stuff? Oh. What about some profiles? Let's start with this guy. Yep, that is him. Okay. Aww, that's so sad. Well, unless he was hiding up for someone else being there, or to someone else's. I'm sure he's slippery, I'm sure he's just forgetful. Oh, hi. I am back. Did my stream go down? Come on. Oh! This is at 2 different times. Uff. Oh, do you not? Okay, I am sorry that it went down. Fabian. Oh goodness, I have 5 minutes to draw something. Hold on. I will draw. It's got a... Uh, 4 minutes. What do we got? Let's do a random letter. M. Alright. So we need torso. Kind of cone shape. Eyes on both sides of the cone. Much up. Go a little bit lower on the cone. Erase that here. I'm gonna have them come up to more of a point here. Slightly go up. There. This here. There. Come on. Up. There we go. Come on, gotta do the speed draw thing. Got it. Over and down like a balloon. There we go. Down like more organic. And gotcha. Alright, come on. I'm so close. Here we go. There we go. Up and around. And erase that line right here. Oh. between the eyes. And it down. Down to the top of the eye. Okay. We go down a little from here. That's our problem. I went just a little too high. Right. A little thicker. Down. And around. There we go, that's looking a little better. And now straight under that. Down and around and up. A little bit. Because the arm has to come up just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Up. Over. Faster. 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 Okay. All right. So close. That looks terrible. I can only work so fast. If I can clean up one little thing. Alright, that made it look worse. Alright, let's quit while we're ahead here. We cannot win them all. And you will get good laugh. I promise you will get good laugh out of picture. Here's your picture. Here's what happens when you don't get proportions right. That is what happens when you are in a rush and draw for like 2 minutes. Let's give him a little bow tie. Where else here? He has bow tie crabs. Earning all of his merit badges. He looks like Boy Scout crabs. Alright, I needed to make you feel better before bed. I did. And I promised myself that I would send you a picture. And this was the perfect avenue. Alright, we should stop now and I should get some nice, big, relaxing sleep. So that I can do my exercise tomorrow, and do some studying, and some drawing. Save this. Love you very, very much.